serve him very well, and they work, I think, within the meta for Given. Right now, having some very quick frame data options as well through down tilt, among other things, is going to be really important against Roy, who boasts similar strengths.
Yeah, and I think that both are going to take advantage of the disjoints. I mean, Rob doesn't have a sword, but he really does have a lot of disjoints that are interesting and hard to punish. And we're having 50 against 31, starting really aggressive from both parts. Again, the side B here from Goblin that's just waiting to punish there, looking for a 2-frame. An aggressive return from part of BigBoss that I think it's really, just looking for those first entrances, those little windows, and then just try and take advantage of them. Good pressure there, but still I think Goblin is really well settled. He's just, like moving around him, not being too pressured by Rob's hitboxes. So yeah, I mean, I'm seeing this pretty even, although Goblin is really, like making it better when we're talking about getting that percentage up.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, on Smashville, stuff like this is going to happen, right? Rob is going to die kind of quickly just because Roy's kill power is amplified. However, the same can be said for any lead into the side B. That is the bread and butter kill confirm for any good Rob worth their salt right now. We're seeing Goblin try to fire back, trying to make sure that he doesn't get robbed again.
Yeah, robbed by Rob. We're seeing those side Bs. I mean, it's like the grab from Luigi. If it works, you're gonna continue doing it. So yeah, we're looking great. A stop right here from part of BigBoss that was looking for a gimp with that backer, still not being able to get it. And we're gonna see the upper after the up tilt. And again, the side B. Yes, he's going to continue doing it until it doesn't work.
Exactly, like BigBoss says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it is broke, I'm definitely using that ad nauseum. So right now, Goblin, a little hard pressed to try to take this stock right now, especially since BigBoss is more than comfortable just hanging out on stage and waiting for Goblin to kind of overcommit to something on ledge.
Yeah, and he's really going back, to the stage with aggressive options, which I think, like Goblin was not really expecting at many of the times there with the gyro, again, the nair, good parry, and we're seeing the second stock. Good stuff there from part of Goblin, just what he needed to bring all the possibilities back. And I think that right now it's hard to stop BigBoss when he, decides himself and effectively really good down air. I don't know how he connected those two ideas because he was just on another side.
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty crazy. That is just how BigBoss plays, and on a thin ledge like Smashville's, a lot of that stuff that pokes below the ledge has huge hitboxes like the down air is going to cover so much, and it's really, really difficult. Goblin tried to get back as fast as possible, went for an early up B, but still, where BigBoss was not able to get a back air earlier because it is a lot more delayed, this down air was just right on time.
Yeah, like he just made that little mistake with the back air and he was okay. Don't worry, I have another tool that is really useful for me, and that downer actually did the work. I mean, Goblin was really going with the comeback. He was doing it great, but I think he didn't expect. None of us expected that downer, honestly.
Who could have expected that? Like literally, but that was textbook. What you want to see out of Rob. That was the clip. That whole game. That whole game was clippable for BigBoss right there.
Yeah, a really good game. And they're saying. Boss is big, yes, that's why his tag is BigBoss, and we're going to see what can Goblin do. He's just, like ordering a little bit his ideas, see if we change of stage. We're definitely not gonna see a change of character, but let's see. We start aggressive with that side B. Like, okay, I also have a side B. Goblin just like showing him again everything he can do, and I really like how he's just getting away from those platforms. Like Rob can really pressure you like horribly on those platforms, and Goblin is not falling for that so easily.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the adjustments in this second game are going to be all the more important. Goblin, notorious for being able to adapt very well to his opponent's weaknesses. I love to see it. We need to see Goblin putting those patterns that BigBoss is exhibiting on full display here. Right now, getting some of these parries on the nair is the first way to do so.
Yeah, beautiful parries right there. We're looking, like he's just, okay, you're gonna land with Nair, just let me parry that and look for a backer. And it's actually making it work correctly and beautiful there. 79% and Goblin is back. He's going to take advantage of those platforms, but let's hope BigBoss doesn't get advantage of them so far. Again, he forgave him there because, I mean, it was a backer falling down from that platform.
Yeah, and of course, like, it was good on Goblin to hang on to his jump for a little bit longer. However, once it was expended, BigBoss saw the opportunity necessary and just went right back in. Being able to kind of throw something out, but then reacting fast enough to still get your end result that you're looking for, just with a different path to get there.
Yeah, and it's really interesting how after you start parrying, you just need to parry all of Rob's nairs to break their game plan. So yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job right there, just waiting and breaking that distance. Like, he's really getting near him. He wants to hit him close, and it's doing a great job right there, waiting for the side B. And again, 51% really healthy from part of Goblin.
Right, and now BigBoss is starting to gather some of this data on what Goblin is doing to evade that side B. Eventually, BigBoss is going to be finding the right route to get that, so Goblin's got to be very careful and keep mixing things up, keep things fresh. But now BigBoss is getting the parries as well. This is looking very, very different. Goblin might be losing a little bit of steam here, has to do a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more because, now the parries are not just working for one of them. We're seeing the down tilts waiting for a tech right there, a roll, not being able to punish correctly from part of BigBoss that is in kind of some trouble but still in a good percentage. Let's see what Goblin is going to do. I thought he was going to go for a random forward smash and that might actually have worked, but okay. We're still working here all over the stage. Goblin just looking for some percentage and we're gonna see the confirm. Yes, of course! And the up air still works.
Very, very nice. Yeah, and of course, the right punish out of the very too, right? Figuring out what Goblin's mash was going to look like and getting that off. However, Goblin sending BigBoss very, very near to death in that situation. Still needs one big read here and might be able to get it, honestly. This is leading into a potential jab, but the back air comes out regardless. Very, very nice stuff. Goblin going to seal that one and taking it one game apiece now.
Yeah, one game and we're going even. Remember, this is best of 5. All of the sets we're going to have, like really long games and sets. So let's see what happens here. It was really interesting how they were adapting to each other. Like, BigBoss took a little longer to adapt to Goblin's response, but in the end he was, like completely being able to do it. So it's just like a turn game, like who can adapt faster, who can do it and get those 3 games first, those 3 wins.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Honestly, Goblin thinking about probably what is next up. What is the play here? BigBoss is going to have to just play a little bit cleaner of a game in terms of projectiles, where he was getting a lot of leverage off of in the first game. Just not the same situation in game 2, so we'll have to see him pull it back. We are going to a longer stage now, back to PS2, so this is an opportunity for BigBoss to kind of make the same magic happen that he got game 1.
Yeah, like that distance, he really has to take advantage of it because we have seen how dangerous can be Goblin when he starts pressuring him, looking for those, like close combat interactions and really get a lot of percentage like we saw. Again, we're looking for the double up air triple. He was looking still for something more. And again, I think that every time BigBoss is on that part of the station, like on the edge, he's really in danger because Goblin has been able to take advantage of that situation. And again, all the uppers he was looking for, the backer, nope, he says no, I'm not gonna hit that huge hitbox, thank you. And we're having 134, still not going anywhere, but Goblin is pressuring and also being patient at the same time.
Right, Goblin kind of staying grounded is actually getting him around some of these nairs where BigBoss kind of just goes up and around him. And Goblin more than happy to get a punish off of that. Still good DI on that up air, was very close, especially with Crop having full rage. However, BigBoss does take the stock regardless. Goblin not taking the stock first in this game, but fires back very closely afterwards off the Angel platform. So still looking very, very good.
very good, and I think that they have really adapted to each other. You know, like at the beginning, every of BigBoss's returns were really aggressive, and Goblin was, you know, like eating a lot of percentage out of that. But now he's just pairing, he's just waiting correctly. He's, you know, like taking all the nairs and spacing, like learning how BigBoss likes to move. Careful there with the double down tilt. Of course, it's gonna connect, and the backer to up smash. Right, the BigBoss special.
Yeah, of course, like the big. Yeah, that is absolutely the BigBoss. No one really does that quite like him. Well known at this point for that maneuver, and it is definitely well worth it. An incredibly good way to set yourself apart in game with 3. And now we see Goblin getting the footstool, potentially leading to a 2-frame, but it is not going to happen just yet. These up air strings are starting to really rack up damage on top of Goblin for BigBoss.
Yeah, and it's, you know, like whenever you're on the air, you have to be really careful, because those uppers, those nairs, even a side B, a random backer can be really dangerous. We're seeing there another backer from part of Goblin that is just, you know, like trying to do something. BigBoss is no longer trying to recover, you know, near to the stage. He's like, okay, I have gasoline. I don't have to go through this. I can just avoid you. And look again for the up tilt upper. Yes, but good option there from part of Goblin.
Yeah, for sure, that air dodge saving his life yet again. He's going to need another get-out-of-jail-free card like that probably another time in this situation. However, the up throw is going to do it, especially with the platform. Very nice stuff from BigBoss, taking game number 3. This is crunch time for Goblin right now. How do you adjust? You've got to figure out, okay, maybe it was the stage counter pick. We can't really let it go back to PS2 if that's the case in the future. If you do take game 4 and looking forward to game 5 as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, like a railroad. Everything was really hard. They were really, like, sometimes you thought Goblin was winning by far, and then BigBoss just came back and took 2 stocks. So let's see what happens with both of them. As you say, if BigBoss gets one more, then Goblin loses these points. It's best of 5, so let's see. I'm not really glad they went to Smashville. I think they're gonna die like in really early percentages on those sites.
Yeah, for sure. So it's interesting. Now we do remember what Roy can do on this stage, and it's going to be up to BigBoss to really kind of figure out, what am I going to do with the lack of space to play around with here?
It's gonna be hard for him, you know, like to move around, mostly if Goblin starts breaking that distance again, which is what has given him, you know, like the good advantage. We're seeing again the parries, so this is like a last call for BigBoss. If Goblin keeps playing like this, he might be able to take another game from him, and he just needs something good right there on the edge. We have seen it. It's where he gets most of his kills. So again, yeah, great parry, and it's just like that you beat Rob. Like you parry every nair.
Right, and not just the parry, but also following the DI as well, knowing that you have to opt for the up air because BigBoss is trying to hold in, trying to mix it up. Good read there from Goblin, obviously able to react to that quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a reaction game so far. We're still looking for those uppers, and I think Goblin is also learning how to move around, you know, like the pressure that BigBoss is having whenever he's on top of him. And so, I mean, he has to be really careful. Like when he stayed a lot more grounded, it was better for him. And yes, we're seeing the second stock. We're seeing 3 stocks. Do you think he might be able to get that 3 stock?
I mean, he's definitely looking for it right now. The percent is rising, and finally we're seeing some of the side B that honestly we didn't get to see too much of. However, this berry could be make or break. It's going to be the up smash, and that will get the stock. No 3 stock, but hey, Goblin still looking very strong in this game 4. Wants to take it to a game 5, and looking well in his favor to do so right now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right there. I think this is the best one he has played so far against BigBoss. He's just maintaining all that center stage, pressuring all the options, trying to punish him, and careful again with that very really dangerous 31% just from that interaction. 48, of course. We could just multiply those whenever he gets a little bit of an entrance. And again, we're looking for the comeback. Maybe, I mean, BigBoss is playing really well right now, looking for that percentage. Goblin just needs one little more advantage, a little bit of maybe a back air, another smash. I think he has not been connecting that many smashes.
Right, I think he's kind of just saving it again. Big Boss's reaction speed has been so good. It's just too much of a risk, and right now the back air is the most consistent option, particularly off the platform. Follows Big Boss and catches it. Good stuff to Goblin. That is going to take it to a game 5. Maintaining that stock lead was really important for Goblin, and he managed to eke it out. I'm very interested to see what happens in this next game because it is Big Boss's counter pick for the stage, and we have seen it benefit him in the past.
Yeah, I mean, this is really going to literally the last moments for both of them. I think they are doing great. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he's just like, maybe someone sent a message.
He's showing him a meme. He's showing him a meme. Look at this meme.
Like, stop everything. You have to see this.
That's right.
This is going to change your perspective of rough players. So, yeah.
That's right. Now, after seeing the cute cat video, Big Boss is ready to get back into game 5. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Now, this is everything I needed. Now he's, like, it's just a buff, not a nerf. And then we're going to have an interesting interaction right here. I'm really excited to see what stage they are going to play. Maybe it's just gonna be like Pokemon Stadium 2, but I really hope it's something different because I think it's really important in this kind of sets when the players are so good and they are adapting so well. I think that the most important part is the stage.
Right. And I definitely think, like, even after game 3, I was thinking we can't go back to PS2, so we are going to small PS2, and that is small battlefield. Similar layout, but just not as much space. So this still does work a little bit better than PS2 for Goblin. So it's very good so far. Big Boss not going to be able to play around with that much space, and it did hurt him in these past games. So we'll see. Right now, Goblin is reading that mind and gets the big side B.
Oh my god. Please, someone clip that. It was beautiful. He read both decks to roll, so yeah, like, he already has that book and he's gonna publish like Big Boss 2022 because he's actually knowing everything he's going to do. Again, playing really funnily with that gyroid, just looking for the control of the center stage. Again, just waiting for him. Like, I think Big Boss is maybe going too fast for the state of disadvantage he's in, but I mean, maybe that's what works for him. Still, 78% is a lot when you are one stock down.
Right, and now Goblin's starting to pick up on these patterns as well. Is expecting the big laser while Big Boss is off stage and Goblin is looking for the edge guard. Now we get the good mash out of the grab. That's going to be really important. Not getting caught by some of these gyro to up smash combos as well. Big Boss still fishing for something here, and Goblin is not letting him have it.
Yeah, he's not letting him have it, and I think that's really a lot of why he's winning right now. He's just trying to avoid all of those bad situations, and again, coming back aggressive with that side B. Amazing stuff from part of Goblin. Careful there, he's not gonna recover. Yeah, he says, nope, you're not gonna come back, and I just need a backer right there.
Very good timing there, almost surviving, but Big Boss is inevitable, and Thanos Snap deletes you from existence. Goblin gonna get sent off, but still 2 stocks to play with and only needs 1 big hit to seal Big Boss's second in order to get us closer to winning this game 5.
Yeah, and if we see another side B of those that he hasn't been using much, I just cursed this. Yeah. No, what? No!
Wait, it's all good. It's 1 for 1. He didn't need it. It's charity. We're last stock apiece. I didn't think that that's how this was going to end, but all right. Clean stocked apiece.
Yeah, I mean, he had all the advantage. He was humble and he said, no, I don't need that stock. Let's just go for that last one. Yes, this is spicier for the people who are watching. So yeah, I mean, we're looking again, even percentages, a little bit of more damage there for part of Goblin that is just, like, not finding that percentage. Again, the neutral B, and oh, that was almost it.
Yeah, this is definitely becoming a nail-biter. Goblin getting back from some of the devs, but not this time. The snipe with the gyro. Big Boss knows his angles, and Goblin unfortunately falls to that one in game 5. What a set already. This is what I wanted to see from this invitational. What an insane play there from Big Boss.
Yeah, I mean, that was amazing. It was weird and crazy. It was like, oh my god, he actually got another side B, and then he couldn't stop. He couldn't stop those side Bs, and he killed himself. He SD'd, but still got it correctly. It was amazing. People here in the chat are, debating